Hello, hello, hello! Penny Pudge here, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have a very pretty birthday card to show you. I am a few minutes early, so I'll just sit here and chat while we're waiting if anybody else comes on. If not, if you're watching the replay, shout out to you, and I appreciate it. I appreciate anybody who comes on my channel, whether I'm live or whether you're watching the replay. I just like to share with my friends. So I have lots of shiny right there. Huh. Anyhow, I hope everybody's doing well and that it's nice and warm where you're at. It's actually 32 here right now. Maybe I just told my sister-in-law how warm it was. Now I'm 34, and the sun's shining. Then it starts dropping. So, and it's 1:14 p.m. here in Wyoming. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start. Hi, Janet Nash. How are you? That's funny. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have not been on YouTube much at all recently, except just popping in for a few minutes now and then. I have that project, in quotation marks, that I'm working on that has nothing to do with creativity. And I'll let you all know what it is when I'm done with it. I'm just going to move my YouTube over here. Not that one I don't want. Hang on. I don't want it to come up so that I'm making lots of noise when it comes up. I just kind of like to know what the leg is. There we are, right there. Let me get the volume turned off. Kind of like there. Okay. Oh, did you, Janet? I hope you had a good visit with your mom. Oh, I know. It sounds like wonderful. I wished I was her neighbor. Although I have wonderful neighbors, amazing neighbors. Oh, thank you, Janet. I have you pulled up, ready to watch on your Simple Christmas Journal flip through ephemera ideas that you did. It must have been on Friday. So it's pulled up and ready to watch. I just haven't got it done yet. Hi, Kelly. Kelly. Thanks for coming back. I hope you got some things. Thank you, Janet. I hope you got some things done this morning. So here's the book I was talking about this morning. And it was really odd because Penny lives where I live, and she is an author. And the Rafflecopter that did the thing, they were shocked when my name came up, and that I won her new book. So, and I don't read that much anymore because, well, I read my Bible. I do my Bible studies. And with everything else we have going on, I never get to sit and read. One of my favorite things is just to snuggle up and read a book. And so that is my goal for 2023. One of the goals, is to have enough clutter cleared out so I can start doing that again. So anyways, I had this by my nightstand, so I didn't get to show it to you guys. But what I loved about it and what made me really enter her little contest is called the Wyoming Sunrise Book 1. And I don't know what she means about, okay, the Wyoming. So it must be about settings in Wyoming. And this says the Wyoming Territory is rife with lawlessness and disorder, something Annie Ledbetter and her parents discover when their wagon train is robbed. 7 years later, Annie settles into her lifelong dream as a teacher in a small town of Willow Falls when she meets handsome rancher Caleb Eliason. Through a humorous misunderstanding, she is quickly drawn to his kind heart and charming smile. I'm not reading anymore, but anyways, so that's the book I want. And oh, thanks, Kelly. I'm kind of anxious to read it. And I don't know who her, who illustrates or designs her front covers and stuff, but it's so pretty. All right, so that's the one that I was talking about. And in the house, we also have Kelly, who is an author. So, and Kelly says, I ran out for coffee and did some novel work at the coffee shop. Good. And Kelly got her nails on. We'll do napkin add-ons later. Hi, Tam. I seen you pop in. Kelly says, this new book is finally coming together, Janet. I'm taking a few days in a hotel away from house stuff so I can focus. Okay, I'll give myself a thumbs up. How's that? Okay. So I have a card that I'm going to make out of Stampin' Up! Products. And we're just going to go ahead and get started. I'll tell you a little bit about the products I used. I do have information about everything I used in my description box. If you have any questions, you can get a hold of me. And there is a hostess code for December there. Yes. If you do decide to order, it would be nice if you would use that. If you have your own Stampin' Up! Demonstrator already, please use them. So this is the Cottage Rose. This is the bundle if you get the stamp and the dies. So those are the images on the stamps. And today I used this image here and the happy birthday, which is right here. The others say best wishes. It's going to be fab, which is funny because I don't know, I just like it. You don't hear the fab that much anymore. And you are positively the greatest. Friends forever. Feel better real soon. Okay? So that's the Cottage Rose. If you buy that and the dies as a bundle, then you get 10% off. And then with this, there are 8 dies. And I'm just going to show you real quick. So this is a die here that cuts out this flower image. Thank you, Kelly. Tammy makes nice little plates of goodies. I used to do all that, and I just hardly get anything done anymore. So this is the die here that I used to cut this out, okay? The other die I used, and I have to get on Pinterest and figure out what the use really is this one here. Hang on a minute. Okay, so I was expecting just the flowers, like it all cut out together. But this is what happened. Let me show you. This is what happened. They all cut out separate. There. That's what it did. Which are fun. You can put those in different places. So there's leaves. There's little flowers. Oops, this one I like. Right there. And then this. There might have been more, but that's what I got to the table with. Okay, can you see those? So that came from this die. And then, so those need to go over here in my little bucket full of things like that I've cut out. Then I've also used this on the inside, which I really liked. And that is this one right here. I think you can see that there. Oh, look, Stampin' Up! And the number right there. Let me bring that up. See there? Okay. So that's this one, and I've just glued it right there. The other one I did was this one, that little beady one. And I can hear Jim clear down here. He's talking to his sister. So there's that one. And then there's one more we did, or I did, is this one. And I really liked it too. It's just very delicate and fine. Is out of that die. Okie doke. So there are those. Just some of them. There's more in there, but. All right, let me get this back in my package. I'm trying to get things put away. Thanks, Tammy. And Tammy, I haven't even checked my emails. I know you emailed me earlier. So I'll get it done. I needed to get set up for this. All right, so that is the die and the stamps that we're using today. And I have stamped everything, but I will stamp another one, okay? So there's that. I'll go through this stuff later. And before I show the card, this is the, my brain just went dead. Cottage Rose paper. The 12 by 12 designer series paper. And right here tells you the colors that it coordinates with. So it would be your basic black, your crumb cake, which is this color right here. It's like a craft color. Like, not a, but is like a craft color, close to it. Early Espresso Petal Pink, which is the color I did the flower, stamped the flower in. Smoky Slate, Smoky Slate and Very Vanilla. So Smoky Slate is the ink color I used right there and that I stamped with, okay? So those are what coordinates. Oh yes, check out the clearance. Kelly says, my plan is to use up what I have on hand for baking next week. I have a recipe binder I work from every year. That's a good idea, Kelly. Of course, Tammy, right? We just closed a party for Tammy. Okay, when shopping for the products Penny is using today, remember to check out the clearance. Thank you for the reminder, because there are tons of things on clearance. So check them out before they're gone. So I just want to show you these. So I love this paper. I haven't used it yet, but of course it looks like a ledger. It has the petal pink, which is more of a peachy color, just so you guys know that. And so this is the other side of it right here. This is what I've used today, the the B side, or I guess that would probably be the A side, and this is the B side that I used. If you guys do the AB. And there's this one. And this is the other side. So there's a variety of colors in this, but they're not bright colors by any means. So there is that, and the other side is this. I really, really like that with the leaves. Yes, Janet, it is. Oh, that's nice, Donna. That's a good idea. I actually, one year for Christmas, gave my children family recipes and did like a little scrapbook layout with them. And then I have quit. So I really need to update those. In fact, my younger daughter called, or didn't call, she texted me just a little bit ago and said, Mom, I need to know how to make the roll-ups that you used to make and then the bread dip. So I sent her the thing about the roll-ups. It's just meat with cream cheese and a few seasonings. And then, and Worcester. And then the bread dip is one we've had in the family for years. So I'll just dig that out and take a copy of it. Yeah, those are good ideas. Okay, so then here's tulips with a ticking look. And there you can see how peachy that looks, although it's called pink. And then there's these two. This is one side, and I love that gray muted look. And then here's the other side of it. Aw. That's nice, Donna. Okay, so that's the paper I used. This is the card I made. So we're going to make this very, very easy to do. Oh, no, I'll do this first, okay? And I am actually going to stamp this floral image just because I know not everyone out there stamps. And I just want to show you how I do it because I have one ready already to do. So let me gather up my things here. And I'll just use this piece of cardstock of the petal pink. And I just want to, so see, this is that image there. So when I have a larger size stamp like this, I don't do it like this. I lay it down and stamp the image itself. The life changes so fast. We just need to enjoy the time in this moment, no matter what it is, right? Okay, so I've stamped that image. I haven't stamped it. I've inked that image. And then I'm going to come up here and I'm just going to press. And I just hold it down so it absorbs into the fibers of the paper. Thanks, Janet. There we go. Now, let's turn it over. I want to do it one more time. And all I did was lay it on there and hold it. I barely pressed down. So this time I'm going to ink the image, right? And then I am going to put it down. And this time I am going to put weight on it. I should have done these right next to each other, but I didn't. So you can see it shows a little bit more detail Maybe not much more. I think this stamp is meant to look distressed looking because my pad, I'll show you, is wet. So thank you for that tip, Kelly. All right, so there's that. And like I said, one of the dies cuts that image out. So this is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card base. And when it's folded, because it is actually 8 1/2 length this way, okay? And then I cut this 1/4 of an inch smaller on each side. Oh, no, I haven't. Look at there. Hang on a minute. That's why I love live videos, right, guys? So if my card base is 5 1/2, this needs to be 5 1/4. And so I'm just going to cut that right now. 5 1/4. There we go. Let's see how this one looks. Oh yeah, much better, okay? But my rule of thumb, the way I do cards, is I like to add all my details on here before I put it onto my base. I'm going to clean this before I get my elbow in it. And I'm going to go ahead and put it back in here. Another tip is if you leave these out, if you have dust and stuff in your home or animals, this can collect the hair and the dirt, so it's always better to get them put away. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to lay this here just so we can see. We might do this. Oh, I like it like that. Okay. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on there. And I had my You mean I put it away or I didn't put it away? Okay, we'll just use the ice pick. I don't see it. Okay, so I'm going to turn this over. And put dimensionals on. This does not work near as well as my Stampin' Up! One does. And as soon as I get off of here for my live, I'll find it, I'm sure. All right, one more. Okay, move those out of the way. I'm just going to remove these. Oh. So what were you making, Tam? Were you working on your cards? All right, there we go, friends. So that will give it a little dimension off the card. And depending on your post office, sometimes they let us mail it with the dimension and sometimes they don't. It's supposed to fit through that little slot they have, that template. I don't know. Some people at our post office, they're wonderful there, but if they just look at and they fill it, they'll fill it. If they fill anything raised, they don't even do the template. They just charge you more. Okay. So then I'm going to go ahead and do my happy birthday. And I have already, well, we're going to do this. We're going to do it just like that one. So I have it on my block. And it doesn't matter. I don't have to test this someplace else because this is just scrap paper anyhow, right? So now this is a smaller stamp. So I'm going to put it into the ink. And this morning when I used this, I hadn't used this stamp before. I did end up having to, like you said about, okay, like here, see how it left that shadow up there? Well, I can always fix that. That's not a ruined element to me, right? Okay. But what I did, so it doesn't happen again, and I don't know how well, but I trimmed that top off just closer to the letters, and I don't have that problem now. Okay, so I am going to take this. Yeah, it's the counter person usually, Kelly. Okay, I'm going to go back up and read. I like all kinds of candy, Christmas candies. I love them. Okay. She's making cards and I'm Mod Podging napkins to my nails. Donna says, I want pics, sissy. Oh, that's nice, Tammy. So Cougar is their dog, but they actually take care of Cougar for friends of theirs, of Tammy's friends. But Cougar belongs to Tammy and Robert also. And Sydney is the other home that Cougar belongs to. Oh, they're for Maddie's challenge. Ah! See, I'm so far behind times, Kelly. Hi, Lori B. I've seen a lot of you today. All right. So I did this last week too. I'm just going to get rid of some of this extra. I like the more organic look. That's not quite. And like this has nothing to follow, but I don't care if it's nice and straight and square. You know how we've always been so particular about that? It doesn't bother me. I would just soon make a little organic look on it. Like free flowing. And then it doesn't matter if I've stamped this straight or not, which it really doesn't matter anyways, because you can always make your die. These are kind of big scissors, but you can always make your die follow. This I don't like. That's a little bit too much. So we're going to take that off. So I'm happy with that. Trash. Oh, Tammy, you're making me hungry. And then what I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. And the easiest thing I have right now is this glue. So I'm going to, the green glue from Stampin' Up, as I call it. That is not in my description. I didn't put this on there. And then, whoops, it's turning in my hand. Okay, so I'm just going to put that on there. Hold it for a second. And while I have my glue out, let that dry for a second. I am going to go ahead and put a little flower in here, like I have on my other. Okay, I just want a single one. We'll just put that in there. And this is such fine lines. I'll hold it over here so you can see. But I like this glue. One of the reasons it has a little bit longer drying time for, you know, you just stick it down. But it has such a fine tip on it that I can just do a little bit of dab here and there, and it works well for me. And I'm sorry I'm not watching the chat, you guys. Okay, there. So we'll just put that, whoop, right here. Make sure I get it enough over. And then what I like to do is take one of my wipes and just dab it. Make sure it gets down good. And at the same time, I'm getting rid of some of that excess glue. So there's that, right? So we're going to lay that over here. Help me keep track of it so I don't lose it. So I have glued this onto the petal pink. Now I'm just going to cut around that. I really do want some smaller scissors though. Hi KK, it's nice to see you. And I'm just trying to see if anybody else came in. Okay. So that's all I'm doing is just kind of following that line I did before. I'm going to cut this down a little bit. So if you're wondering what the thread is on here, that used to indicate when I was doing a lot of card classes that these would cut ribbon. They were sharp enough to do that, but that's been eons ago, so I'm not sure whether those would cut ribbon that well. Oh, here, I want to get rid of this little piece too. It's more jaggedy. There. All right, so then I am going to go ahead and use some of the mini glue dots. That's so funny. It's just amazing to me how things disappear. I still haven't found my glue, Kelly, my other glue. I didn't look that hard for it, but all right, so I'm going to just put a couple of the mini glue dots on here. I'm out of frame. Sorry, friends. All right. So Stampin' Up! Has the small glue dots and then the larger ones. So this is the bottom of the flower. This goes right up here. There we go. I like it. And then this Best Wishes is what I stamped inside of this one. This one I'm not going to stamp in right now. And then I will get some tape on the back of that and put it on the base. Maybe. I might be out of my tape runner. I am. But wait, I have more. Okay. Put that back over there and get my base. So this was on the inside. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this right here. So you see how quick this card was, but yet it has a lot of nice elements in it, right? Has the flower that's raised, the happy birthday. It has the little flower on the inside. And then we can put some additional bling. These are the Opal Rounds. And I love these. These have such pretty colors. I keep thinking my Stampin' Up picker-upper thing will show up, but I guess I will use this here. I'm just going to take, I think I'll put 3 right down here. Now these are larger over here. These are smaller. So we'll put that there, and you don't really notice it a whole lot, except it does give it just a little bit of shine and color. And I'm going to do 3 because odd numbers are better in designing. Okay, so there's that. And I wanted to add one more thing. We'll find out if those scissors work, right? This is called the glittered organdy ribbon. And I just want to put, I'm going to do a quick bow here. I just want to put this down in the corner. Maybe. We'll see what it looks like. I haven't tried it yet. I love all your hearts, you guys. So what do you think of this card? You think it'll pass? I love the colors in it. I love that slate gray and the petal pink. Okay, so we're going to see. Oh yeah, they still cut just fine. I want to go that direction. And you see how this has a shimmer? Let's see if you can see that. Thank you, Janet. I can't see. Hang on. Come on, YouTube. Yeah, you can see it shimmer. It's like a little glitter in it. So I want to make this smaller, though. How's Freddie, Janet? I just find if you take time and play with your bow. I'm still not happy with this. Let's make it smaller yet. So I'm just playing with it. I'm going to cut these tails off a little bit more. Yep. My idea was to put it here since that was there, but I might just put it right there. I like that better. And so we're going to use some glue dots. And rule of thumb on glue dots, if you use them, are to put the object, I like that side of the bow better, onto the roll and pull it off. Then you're not fiddling with it with your fingers and all that. There. Oh yeah, that's good because that is up there. Those sparkles are down there. We're done. So you can have it very simple like this one or add a little glitz to it like this one. Now I'm going to visit with my friends for a few minutes before I clean up and get ready to go do my errands. You do have that ribbon, Donna? Good. It's very pretty. Are they? Let's look. Well, you know what? It's going to suffice right now. They are, aren't they? This one goes up higher. Okay, there we go. Is Freddie snoring away? Freddie is Janet's dog, in case you guys don't know. Ooh, hot chocolate sounds good. Okay, let me try that, because this isn't stuck down all the way. And if I ruin it, I ruin it. Okay, do you guys like that better? Okay, Kelly, is that your lunch? Yes, he's a great grandson, Janet. He will be turning 1. And they're flying in. I don't know if they're here in town yet, but they were flying into the big airport about 150 miles away. That's what happens to me when I am having to concentrate on something, or at least stay focused, is I do a lot of grazing. Yes, Saturday is his birthday, his real birthday, and his birthday celebration. So I think it's fun they wanted to come. Of course, this is where family is, so that they wanted to come home and do that. All right. I think we're done. I'm happy with how those turned out. And I do like that there, Donna. I do like the bow there. Yes, we will. And better yet is it's not at my house. It's down at a restaurant. Garrett's mom has a restaurant here in town, my grandson. And so it's down there. So no preparation here. And I have his gift already. It's just a little stuffed owl. Actually, that my granddaughter from, yes, anyways, my granddaughter made, that she sells in the shop downtown. I bought one of those for him. Yes, I'm glad they got a flight too. Just one. You'll be one. Been a long time since my kids have been one, or my grandkids. So my youngest grandchild will be, or is, 15. Is he 16? No, he's not 16 till his birthday. That's my youngest grandchild. I know, Donna. I'm just so tickled because we haven't seen them for, I don't know when they moved to Arizona. 8 months ago? Well, this is, let me show you. Not that one. I'm just going to show you this picture, but it's gone. I have two grandkids as pictures on my screen, and his comes up if it's set a while, but he was little. I think he was only about 4 months old. Aw, that's so neat. Yes, and so we have 6 greats. We have 6 greats. We have the triplets that are 11, their little brother, who is 8, 7, 7, 7. He's 7. And then we have our great granddaughter, who just turned 2 the day before Thanksgiving, and then Josiah, who will be 1 on Saturday. So those are our greats. I just love it. We were very blessed because so many of our grandchildren lived here when they were growing up. And if they didn't live here, their mother let them come and hang out with us. So that was fun. Kelly, she says, Donna is accepting being a great grandma much better than she did becoming a grandma for the first time. Well, and I think things change, you know? Things change the older we get. I just feel very blessed. All right, my friends, I'm going to go visit with Jim for a minute. And then I need to gather my things here to take downtown and go run my errands. So big hugs all around. Be a blessing to someone today. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will see you around soon. Thank you, Kelly. I'm hoping, oh, yeah, I'm hoping we get to see them today, but we have one of the triplets has his musical concert tonight. So we're going to go to that at 6:30. All right. Loves to all. Be a blessing. And I will visit with you all soon. Thank you.